a little dirty. Taking the wife out for her first ride. I finished the exhaust. It's running a diesel muffler that I got used. Got the GoPro mounted in the back here. Should be a good ride.
There you go.
So right now we're auto tuning.
Okay.
Pull the window up. So excited.
Me too.
There's the deputy. So
Are you just getting on 9?
yeah,
Okay. Left on 9?
we're going north, right?
Yes. Okay. I wish I could turn it around. You could see my reaction. I'm very happy. This has been years in the making.
That's 90.
That's all. Once you get up to speed, it's a pretty smooth ride.
Yeah, it's no louder than it was before.
Well, I mean, like shaky wise, it's not bad.
Yeah, and the new power steering pump is like super quiet too.
I was gonna say that.
So I got the 80-pound fuel injectors coming. I'm maxing out to 47s real fast. This is why I'm not ripping it out all the way.
Oh, I'm glad you explained that.
They're about 85% duty cycle at 4,300 RPM. So
Should I not include my sarcastic commentary?
no, it's fine. I'll just put most of it to cover up the voice.
Do you want me on that dial or
Just
that all over?
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So that's spinning the tires at 60.
I'm gonna make everyone so nauseous.
Are you getting nauseous?
No, but I mean, it's a very shaky camera.
So auto-tune's doing its thing, which doesn't really matter right now because I'm going to new injectors, so I got to redo the whole thing anyways. But yeah, this Megasquirt 3 from Stinger Performance is flawless. It does exactly what I want it to do. It's
Flawless.
so much better than what I've had in the past.
So good.
So just correcting the table, but cruising 14.7. I have one wideband O2 mounted pretty close to the turbo, like 12 inches behind the turbo.
Why not 13?
I'm not recirculating the wastegate dumps back into the exhaust, so those just should go into atmosphere. For what I'm doing, I think that's plenty.
I agree.
Speed density, I'm not running sequential. I can later turn it to semi-sequential, but right now I'm just getting it dialed before I do that. But even just rolling into it, I hit about 5 pounds of boost at 2,200 RPM.
That sounds so cool.
It's hard not to smile when you're in this truck.
I'm smiling. I'm very happy to be in here.
Based on injector duty cycle, I would estimate between 600 and 700 horsepower. It's probably, amazingly, this clutch is holding up. I didn't want to have to buy a new clutch, and the next step up is like $600, which I'm not interested in. So,
Are you sure?
yeah.
You know you have a birthday coming up.
Spins the tires so easy. And they're deep trunk the Prius in front of us.
Please don't. Are we gonna burn through so many tires?
Yes. I have to remember to rotate them like every oil change. That smell is the diesel in front of us. And I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I want to get a sticker that says not a diesel.
Not a diesel. Just so we're clear.
Yeah. Oh, the river's high, huh?
It's like you're here with us.
We got a little bit of snap, crackle, pop on diesel. Sounds good. If you flip it around,
I can't
okay.
without stopping. It's just annoying.
So my plan is to get to mount my tablet right here on this magnet, and that way I can run everything from the tablet.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier than the laptop. It takes less power, all that stuff.
Oh, can you fit an extra child here too? An extra person?
Yeah. I'm not getting up to temp at all. Like, the intercooler is keeping the intake temps basically at ambient, right above ambient, which is awesome. It's probably because I'm not running a ton of boost through it. And then with the engine coolant, I have a 180 degree thermostat, and it's not even getting 170, so I might need to get a little warmer.
Probably. That's your favorite thing to do is tuning.
I don't know if Megasquirt will automatically adjust the VE table if I change out the required fuel, like if it adjusts the numbers, because then it keeps the tune. If it does that, that's cool. It just adjusts it. If that's the case, then it's already pretty much spot on. So
I'll believe it when I see it.
A whole lot of work left to do. What's the street?
271st. It's after. It's called Bryant's Store. It's like a landmark. It's a like little mom and pop quickie mart. It's on the left, so we'll turn left on 271st.
I love that. Okay. So I'm running 92 octane, pulling 1 degree of timing per pound of boost at 100 kPa, over 3,000 RPM. I'm at 34 degrees, which it made peak power at 35 degrees, so I'm a little bit conservative on that. And then pulling 1 pound or 1 degree per pound of boost is also very conservative, because most people don't seem to start pulling timing until they hit around 4 or 5 psi. So at 5 psi, I'm already 5 degrees pulled. So there's more in it, but I'll wait to get it on a dyno and have a knock sensor hooked up before I start really pushing.
You're literally saying all new words I've never heard you say before.
It's for the video.
I know. I normally understand about 60% of what you're saying, but that was like a completely foreign language.
Yesterday I made a pretty cool video. Turns out there was no SD card in the GoPro.
That's the best. So, I love that.
Yeah.
I love when that happens.
Keep going.
If it drops off,
this means my pump isn't keeping up demand. But these pumps, the more you turn up the fuel pressure, the less flow they have, less volume. So when I get my 80 pound per hour injectors, I can turn the pressure back down to 39.15, which is what they're flowed at.
What's that right now?
55.
Oh.
So it flows a lot more fuel at 39.40.
Yeah.
So with the bigger injectors, I have more capacity for horsepower, more fuel flow.
I understand all of that.
Yeah, I guess as you turn up the pressure, the volume decreases.
Yeah.
It puts more strain on the pump. So I will, there's these pumps that have two Walbro 255 liter per hour. So I should have more than enough pump. And if I run out with one going, I can wire them so that two come on at the same time.
Okay. one day. Is she gonna have to know all this? You're gonna have to teach her how to use a computer to drive her car?
I'll have to detune it because honestly, if you try to pass somebody right now and the road's wet at all, it'll just spin the tires.
Oh yeah.
And you'll probably crash. So it's got an insane amount of torque.
I wouldn't mind living out here. That's very nice. Your neighbors are still like within running distance.
In case you need help.
Yeah. Like they can hear you scream.
Oh, yeah. I want to do a burnout, but I'm nervous to do a burnout with these injectors. Like I can spin the tires fine, but I don't want to do like a burnout video.
You know better than I.
Yeah, always like it. So the 80-pound injector should be here after tomorrow.
Awesome.
And then I just got to do some tuning. But after that, I should be good. And then I can turn the boost up. Because right now it's just on spring at 5.5 PSI is what I'm hitting. So boost controller, I'm going to wire in I think they call it a MAC valve, but it's controlled by the Megasquirt. And it will allow me to turn it up to whatever I want. My plan is 8
Did you
PSI.
Did you say Megasquirt?
Yeah, that's the name of the fuel injection. Yeah. 8 PSI, but the engine builder, Scotty the Mad Porter, has said that I can go up to probably 10, but be cautious because he said not to get greedy because the engine was never really built to have boost, but the rings are gapped for 10 PSI. Or safe to 10. But he had an emphasis on not being greedy about the power. But I'm not shooting for a specific number, I just want a fun truck. I've always wanted a turbo big block.
You finally got what you asked for.
Well, I had to make it, I guess.